captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yes, sir. Hump Day Hoops. Rocking and rolling. Sorry for the late start this morning. But anyway, any day, anyhow, NBA action is back for this evening. Also have a few bets that I love tonight on the hardwood, the collegiate hardwood. Also, it's Wednesday. We all know what that means right here on Captain by a Hook, baby. All of my college football bets for the weekend, as well as my NFL 10 leg teaser. Midway point of the NFL season. Tomorrow, as y'all know, Thursdays, my man JCP comes and we talk all things football. So we'll definitely dive more into the week that is college and NFL coming up tomorrow. But I will give all my college football picks today and my NFL teaser per usual. Also going to recap last night's action as minute as it was in college basketball. Had a few big name schools trying to get it rolling. Uh, man, man, please. All about the bread like ham and cheese. Sitting here looking at NBA lines. Man, Boston -6 against the Warriors. Might have to slap that all on the floor. Few good games. I like the Grizzlies too. Yeah, I must have missed an injury on the Nuggets, huh? +7 at home against OKC. Nikola gets shot. Yeah, I don't know how accurate this is, but yeah. Left ankle sprain, wrist, hip, back, and eye injury. Well, ain't that some shit? Aaron Gordon's also out. Hey, the NBA, baby, they have a long season. But man, Thunder -7 just seems shocking. Anyway, get to it all. Uh, I also preview tonight's college basketball action. Some premier matchups. Finally get to see the reigning back-to-back champions, UConn, take the court tonight. Albeit they're 34.5 point favorites. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. But anyway, get out of this somber I'm stuck in, baby. It's Captain by a hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a fantastic hump day hoops. It's Wednesday, baby. Also had the NFL trade deadline yesterday. Have to Google. Honestly, I wasn't really keeping up with trades. I know Lattimore is out of New Orleans, headed to Washington. Never saw how special the kid was, but that's just me. Mike Williams. What did he get traded? The Pittsburgh? Only two trades I can remember off the top of my little head. Sorry. My bad. I don't know what the hell going on. I'm going yonder. I'm sorry. Live show. I'll be forgetting sometime. It's Captain by a hook, maybe. My bad. My mind is everywhere. Hard to get on track. Let's go here. I got a trick for y'all though. Y'all will never know. You will never know. Captain by a hook, baby. Rah! Right here. Right now. I just want to say this about Duke and all the, I guess I would call them new college basketball fans. All the young cats. You got to be there 3, 4 years to be a villain. Uh, You can't be one and done and put yourself in the likes of Grayson Allen and J.J. Redick and Christian Layton. You just can't do it. Cooper Flag stays 3 years? Oh, yeah. Give it to me, baby. But you, and probably even your auntie and cousin. No, he's going to be a top 7 pick in the NBA draft. So get that the F out of here. Sick of seeing it on Twitter. Sick of seeing it on the X. Can't be a one and done villain. It's just impossible. Impossible. Teams only play you once. They gotta play you. Say they gonna beat you. You beat them. And then the next time you come to their city, they talking about your mama. That's how that works. Can't just play them. They say they gonna beat you. You beat them and go to the NBA. You got to give them a chance to hold up the signs, get it rocking. But last night, man, couple of good games. Florida International falling to Rice. Chris Paul, I believe, was in the crowds down there in Houston for the Rice game. North Texas, the mean green North Texas machine. I think North Texas is going to surprise some people. Don't think they're a Sweet 16 team, but I definitely can see them scaring the hell out of somebody in the first round this year. Texas Tech handling a busy Nass, one of the few favorites that actually covered last night. I believe they were 31 and a half, won by 34. So, hey, great team, a great game last night for Texas Tech. Uh, Looking good. Jay Toppin, 19 points, 8 boards for them. And then you got Kansas State, the new look Kansas State. They're good. Not great. They're good. 89 to 65. 24-point victory over the University of New Orleans. Mind you, this is at Kansas State. And mind you, for some reason the starters played the whole game. Still could not cover. Mm, mm, mm. Now that's trash. But hey, Kansas State, they'll be all right. They'll be good. They'll be probably 5 to 8 range in the Big 12. Probably more like 7 to 10. Now that I'm really thinking about it. I mean, you got to deal with Arizona, Baylor, who looked horrible. I know. But you still got Baylor, Kansas, Houston, Arizona, Iowa State. I think Kansas State fall in somewhere between 6 and 10 in the Big 12. Um, I don't think they have I don't think they have what it takes to make a run. You got a lot of pieces. Doug McDaniel, Coleman Hawkins. Um, you got this new kid. I don't even know how to say his name. David Nguyen. Yes. He drops 21 points and 15 boards for you last night. So definitely a fun team when you look at this roster. But they need to put it together. Supposed to win that game last night by 50. About 50. Arizona State. I mean, hot damn. Another one. Another one. Arizona State, 18 and a half point favorites. Win the game by 7. One of the lowest scoring games I have seen, not even this year, in a long damn time. I mean, I called the FBI. I said, is Tony Bennett a part of this Arizona State, Idaho State game? Did he take a assistant coaching job? Had to get to the bottom of it. 55 to 48. The total was 139, and I almost bet the over. That 1-3 tricked me. I was like, I ain't gonna let it do it. Just because it's under 140, don't mean it's gonna go over. I mean, these kids barely got to 110. Actually, they got to 103. But Arizona State, they get the win. But if that offense looks like that all season, yikes. Just a horrible shooting night from the Sun Devils. 29% from three, 36% from the floor. I mean, you only make 20 baskets the entire game. Luckily for you, the team you're playing against goes 14% from three on 28 threes, and they shoot only. Could you imagine being in a college basketball game and as a team, you only shoot 25%? One out of every 4 shots. I mean, that is heartbreaking. But I'll tell you what it is. It's conditioning. First game of the season, bro. It's your first time really. Oh, you full speed sprint one time, legs is gone by the half. So I usually bet unders the first week. Only bet one under this week, and it went over. So who am I? Who am I? Definitely ain't no fortune teller. Anyway, BYU, the Mark Popeless BYU, they still look insanely dominant. 88 to 50 victory for them. And then Washington, the late night, Danny Sprinkle getting his first action in the Big Ten. Washington barely beat UC Davis 79-73. I mean, oh my God. Tell him what your name is, son. Ty Johnson, 6'3 senior from Chicago, plays for UC Davis. 35 points last night on 40% shooting. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to see his exact stats, but of course, you can't find it. But man, shout out to Ty Johnson. 35. That's some NBA numbers right there. Losing effort for him, but shout out to the kid. Washington. What they were 14-point favorites. Huge double double though from Great Ozelbar. 17 rebounds, 15 points. Anytime you have 15 points and you still get more rebounds than points, you had a damn good game. But man, this was a heartbreaker for me. This game in Kansas State, for those watching, I told you I had no bets yesterday. It's because I didn't like them. Still talked myself into it about 5:30. Ended up betting Washington, Texas Tech, and Kansas State. I wish I just stayed away. Am I right? But anyway, let's jump over to the gridiron for just a tad. Jump over. It's Captain by a Hook, baby. This week's NFL teaser. What's it, week 10? Is it, what's the week number? Anybody? Somebody? Oh my God. Week 10. Definitely was correct. All right, Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy. This is NFL Weeks 10. Teaser. You know how we do it. 10 legs, 6 points, plus 2,000. Start this thing off right. Thursday night, Cincinnati Bengals. Tease that up to plus 12.5. Just between you and me, I think Bengals will win this thing outright. I will be on the money line plus 215. But for the teaser, give me Bengals plus 12.5. Moving on to Sunday. Give me those New England Patriots plus 12.5. And just too much turmoil going on in Chicago for me. Um, I think they win this game. I don't even think they cover the 6.5. Give me the plus 12.5 for the Patriots. Buffalo, the Bills, minus 4. Give me plus 1.5 on the Bills. I also like them minus the 4.5 against those Indianapolis Colts, who honestly, I mean, they just falling apart. The quarterback gives up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Joe Flacco just can't get it rolling. It's crazy. Last year, the Shane Steichen offense, one of the best offenses in the league. This year, Colts held to the no, no, no. Anyway, Buffalo plus 1.5. Give me the Vikings at the same number, plus 1.5, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then we're gonna go down to the Dirty with the Dirty Birds taking on the Saints. New Orleans at home. You know what it is. You just fire your coach. You trade off what some people are saying your best cornerback ever. He's not, by the way. Give me Fred Thomas with the cast. Y'all probably don't know who Fred Thomas is. Anyway, give me New Orleans plus 9.5. Think they win this thing outright. One of the biggest rivalries in football. And again, coming off the fired your coach game. San Francisco. They're taking on Tampa Bay. Give me that over. Tease that thing down to 44 in the hook. I think we get points on points here. I think we're looking at pretty similar to Monday night. Close game, close game, close game, competitive. Next thing you know, 27-24, 30-23. It's going to be a one possession game, and I think the last team who wins is not only going to, last team who scores is not only going to win, but they're going to push this thing over that 44.5. Moving on. Chargers minus 7. Give me the minus 1.5. Los Angeles Chargers taking on Tennessee Titans, who are just selling everything. I mean, it's a garage sale, and everything must go. Chargers minus 1.5. Jets. The Jets. Give me Jets plus 7.5. Oh my Goodness. Two more, baby. Eagles minus 1. And then give me those damn Detroit Lions. Look like they are unbeatable. Chiefs are undefeated. The Lions are looking like the best team in the league. And I have been trying not to say that for 6 weeks now. I've been waiting. I didn't want to give them the credit. I didn't believe. But man, Detroit definitely took New Orleans Saints culture and turned it into a winner up there. Took one of our coaches, half of our players, and really showed us how dumb we are down here. But anyway, took too long on that, so I'm going to have to recap. I said I took too long on that. I'm going to have to recap. It's Captain by a Hook, Week 10 NFL teaser, baby. Just to break it down, a little recap here. Bengals plus 12.5. Patriots plus 12.5. Bills plus 1.5. Vikings plus 1.5. New Orleans Saints plus 9.5. Over 44.5. Niners. Bucks, again, over 44.5. Niners, Bucks. Chargers minus 1.5. Jets plus 7.5. Detroit Lions plus 2.5. And give me them damn Eagles minus 1. Yes, sir. It's the bubble right there. Man, this is one of the few, it's one of the first NFL weeks in a while, I will say. I feel like there's some bets you can make, man. The last few weeks, there's been like one game, and I'm forcing it. Like, I don't know. But I actually like 4 bets here this weekend. Get to all of that mañana. That's tomorrow for the 9 Espanol speakers. But anyway, let's keep it right here, right now. Keep it right here on football, but let's move down to the college ranks right here on Captain by a Hook, baby. Got 3 bets for you this weekend on the gridiron, the collegiate gridiron. North Texas, they're hosting the 18 team, the number 18 team Army. Give me Army on the road minus 5.5. I think they put a little turkey dog whooping on them in time for Thanksgiving. A little early cooking, if you know what I mean. We got some SEC play. We got Georgia. We got old Mississippi. Both of these offenses has looked great and struggled this season. I still think we just get a hot ham shootout. Give me the over 54.5 on Georgia and old Mississippi. I mean, the whole season's on the line for Ole Miss. You're number 16 in the nation. You lose this, probably going to be playing in some posted quarter flip bowl if you lose this. You win this now. Hey, things are looking up. Just saying. I'm sure they know more than me. And then the last bet. Sorry, I'm trying to find who they play. Hey, you got South Carolina on the road, Vandy at home. Pretty easy one for me. I've been riding the Vandy wave the last few weeks. Give me Vanderbilt plus the 3.5. Those are my 3 bets this weekend. I've been playing Indiana every week, staying away from them this weekend. I've been betting them 6.5, 7.5. Now all of a sudden 13.5. I'm just gonna chill Bill. And you know what it is. Chill Bill. Man, everything's taking too long this morning. Captain by a Hook, baby. College football bets. What's it? Week 11? College football? Who gives a damn? Give me Army, a minus 5. Give me the over on Georgia. And Mississippi. And then give me Vanderbilt plus the 3.5 at home against South Carolina. Army's playing North Texas. Again, that's Army 5.5 minus the 5.5. Over 54 and a hook for Georgia Old Miss. And then Vanderbilt plus the 3 and a hook. How you love that? Man, getting back at it. getting back at it. It's crazy, man. 6 months. I had the last 2 or 3 seasons. If you've been watching the show the last 2 seasons, you can confirm. Absolutely murdering college basketball. I mean, I've been jumping the books one deep. So this last year, I said, you know what? I'm gonna chill. Maybe take the summer off. I'm gonna get my onions in the vent, and get my celery in the sock. Now, if you don't know what that means, just know I ain't gonna chew it twice. Got my affairs in order. Focused, determined, disciplined, waiting, counting down for college basketball. And I mean, as soon as that thing, it was Sunday at midnight, I was a damn lost it all. Lost the discipline, the focus. I was just geeked up. A little kid in a candy store. But man, the 48-hour ecstasy ride, if you will. Never done drugs. Do not take drugs. Just the feeling of riding high. It's gone, baby. Back to business. Put the ski mask on. Uh, I said all that to say this. Let's look at tonight's games. Look at tonight's games, people. Some pretty good ones. I got 3 bets, but let me preview some of these other games really quickly. It's for the love of the money, man. It's Captain by a Hook, baby. With the red beard. We're talking college hoops. Rutgers. Boy, I like this Rutgers team. I like this Rutgers team a lot. I said it Monday. 2 out of the top 3 freshmen are at Rutgers. We've seen Rutgers maybe the last 5 seasons. I hate putting numbers on it because it could have been 7, could have been 4. But I would say around the last 5 seasons, we saw Rutgers become a name that's on the bubble, and we're used to seeing them in that Tuesday, Wednesday. I think this is the season we get Rutgers, no worry, in the tournament. They're going to be a top 6 seed in some bracket, and they're going to do some damn damage. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to the Rutgers. But tonight they play Wagner. They're minus 19.5 point favorites. Trying to talk myself into it. But the number I have is 17, so 19.5 isn't too far off. It'll just kill me if they win by 18 or 19. My 17 was right. But it's a numbers thing, man. Y'all know this better than I, probably. If you don't, you better start learning. It ain't about the team. It's about the number. Give me the sorriest team in the league plus 100. I'll take it. I'll take it. Some other good ones. Here we go. Virginia. We're gonna see them against Campbell. That's gonna be a good one, believe it or not. Um, should we do something crazy? The third day of the season? I'm gonna do it. As Nick Costo says, pizza and beer money here, people. I'm probably gonna put a half a thing on that thing. Campbell, money line plus 1280. Um, I'm gonna do it. I keep saying I'm gonna talk myself into it. It's not something I would suggest. But then again, it's Captain by a Hook. Give me the money line, baby. Campbell plus 1280 taking on Virginia. If you follow college basketball, you understand and you know Virginia's probably gonna be horrible this year. They I don't even know how they made it to the tournament last season. I was excited for them though. I like Virginia basketball. I love Tony Bennett. I like defense. But Tony Bennett quits or retires, not quits. He retires, bows down. Just an awkward time. He didn't do it in April, May, June, July, August. He did it in September. I don't know. I just don't know if this team's collectively ready to get on a court and win basketball games. Campbell, they're not a stick you can shake that. I'm gonna do it. Plus 1280. Pizza and beer money, in the words of Nick Costo. Shout out to You Better You Bet. We got Georgetown, baby. Ed Cooley. He didn't quit, did he? I remember rumors he was gonna quit after his first year. I just could never believe it. Could never believe it. He starts his second season. As the head of Georgetown, 9-23 last season. You give the guy a year, I think he gives you a winner. Georgetown minus 13.5 taking on Lehigh. I will have an eye on this. I just want to see how Georgetown plays. Lehigh, though, they're gonna play competitive. They're not gonna show up just to lay down. Connecticut, UConn, probably gonna win by 7. You're looking at a 98-48 game right here. 34.5. Why not? I like 3 other bets. Trying to get my betting down this season as far as I was betting 5-6 games the last few years. 2-3, maybe 4 is the range I'm trying to be in. Had 3 last night, 2 on Monday, which I'm mad at. I need to just let loose. So I missed out on a lot of money Monday. Trying to, it's a long season. Or not. Tell yourself everything. Think you're being smart. And your dumbass just didn't bet 10 winning bets. So this will probably have something on it. UConn minus 34.5. I just, man, the intensity Dan Hurley's playing with the third string for UConn to win this. We'll cover this spread. Like, this ain't a team that's just happy winning. They looking for that three-peat. And part of me thinks they're going to be burnt out come March. But I said that last season, and I was damn wrong. These kids are built for this. Hurley knows what he's doing. Connecticut minus 34.5. Definitely love that bet. Villanova, they're taking on Columbia minus 16.5. Cal Neptune on the hot seat for Villanova. Definitely will need to have a impressive outing tonight just for his peace of mind, just to take a breath. Notre Dame minus 27.5. No, thank you. Notre Dame is supposed to be a lot better than they were last year, but man, oh man, you can't do it. We just watched Lemoyne on Monday, almost beat Syracuse. Now they're dogs at home against CSU Northridge. Could be a letdown spot. They could have gotten up for it and Syracuse, and now they're just gonna fall apart like a good brisket. But man, it's hard to tell myself not to bet Lemoyne money line tonight plus 134. High Point, one of my favorite no name schools. That's no name schools. Nobody really, you just see them every year, once or twice. High Point, but they're 26-point favorites, which is crazy to me. Coppin State and High Point. I couldn't tell you one thing about either of these teams. Just a crazy number to see. LSU, they're starting their thing off tonight. 22.5-point favorites against Louisiana Monroe. That ought to be a fun one, man. LSU always teeters and totters on a good basketball program. It seems like in the history of LSU, every time they get a good basketball program, the coach gets fired 2 or 3 seasons later for some off the court issues. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Man, we'd be a monster if Will Wade stayed. That's all I'm gonna say. Missed out on a great one. Missed out on a great. Anyway, talk about that one in a second. Damn, this line just moved. I didn't get a chance to touch it. Right before the show, this thing was 16.5. It's crazy because my number is 17.5. 16.5, I was gonna bet it. Now it's at 17.5. Still gonna bet it, but Vermont. Definitely not a team to just look at and think they're going to win by 30. But I think Auburn, they're defensively prone. Bruce Pearl's hungry. Um, got a lot of returning players. I think Auburn's going to come out and handle business tonight. I'll talk about that later. That's actually one of my bets. I don't know why I'm talking about that. In the preview, Indiana, Mike Woodson, another coach on the hot seat, looking to start this season off right. Minus 26.5. That thing actually moved. It was 28.5 before the show. Money coming in against Indiana. That'd be wild. My number's 18.5 for the game, so try and get it. I ain't gonna try and get it. I'm gonna ignore it. But the fact that it's moved from 28 to 26 already, um, that's dope. Creighton, 31.5 point favorites. I got 22 as my number. I'm gonna stay away from this, but it's Creighton. Great Big East basketball team. And then yeah, Utah State minus 27.5. I don't know why this thing is getting bet up. I don't know why this number is this big. My number's 13.5. I mean, I just can't get there. First first head coach. Shout out to JC Peasy. I don't know how long you wrote that. College football playoffs are looming. Utah State minus 27.5. I don't know. I can't get there. A lot of what these numbers are. Every game has moved in the last 20 minutes. People are betting college basketball, and I love it. Boise State, there was 16.5 a minute ago. They're taking on Oakland. Y'all know the team. The Oakland team from the tournament. White guy lacing them up. Getting an NIL deal with the Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. Y'all know the deal. I don't think he's there anymore though. But Boise State minus 15.5. That'll be a fun one. Some Mount West basketball. It's a little late night action. Going down, down, down. But anyway, it's time to put my money where my mouth is. I need somebody. Anybody. Hit me with the horn. Hell yeah. They got a ad at the top of the page right now for BYU to cover, Texas Tech to cover, and Arizona State to cover. Little three-leg parlay they're trying to get you to bet from John Rothstein. Those games are from yesterday. And Arizona State did not cover. But anyway, any day, anyhow. Today is the day. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. I went over the previewed games. Let's get to it. Right down to it. Let's get. Oh man, I forgot to. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Anyway, definitely. Here you go. You had to wait a minute. Who cares? You'll get it how you live. Um, where we at? You got Lipscomb taking on Arkansas. Arkansas at home. John Calipari, first game. You know what he wants to do? He wants to send a message. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ride the wave. I have Arkansas as 25-point favorites. You can get them at minus 13.5. Give me Arkansas minus 13.5. Talked about this game earlier. Vermont, Auburn. Auburn minus 17.5. You could have got 16.5 if you was quick enough. It's now moved to 17.5. Still like it. That's actually the exact number I have for this game. Auburn minus 17.5. So let's ride it, baby. I didn't talk about Minnesota or Roberts, but who gives a damn in my preview? And then the last bet of the night, a fun one. Some late night action. You got San Diego, the Tritons. They're taking on San Diego State. You know what it is. Give me San Diego State minus 10.5. It's crazy because I guess San Diego State Tritons is a whole nother school than San Diego. I thought the Tritons were their name. It's crazy, man. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the sauce. It's been a weird cucumbering last 24 hours, I guess. All right. Get the hell up on out of here. Yes, sir. Captain by a hook, baby. Recap these bets before we get out of here. I'm taking Arkansas minus 13.5 against Lipscomb. We're going to take San Diego State minus 10.5 versus the San Diego Tritons. And then give me Auburn taking on Vermont. Give me Auburn minus 17.5. Those are the three bets. Now, I talked about this earlier. Those are the three bets I have placed. Those are the three bets I'm advising you to take. Probably going to throw a little bit of something on this Campbell money line at plus 1280. Also, probably going to end up laying the 34.5 with Connecticut. And just because there's never enough action to be had, give me Lemoyne on the money line. It's just running. I gave it out 10 minutes ago at plus 134. When I started this sentence, it was plus 120, plus 118. Might just stay away now. I don't know why. I mean, plus 134, it wasn't even a lot, but it felt better than plus 118. But Lemoyne, like him a lot. Again, just watched them almost beat Syracuse. So Lemoyne's either a decent team or Syracuse stinks. And man, I'd hate for it to be the latter. But anyway, once again, we're going Arkansas 13.5, San Diego State 10.5, Auburn 17.5. And if you want to be crazy like me, Campbell money line and then UConn minus 34 in the hook. And the hook. And then Lemoyne money line. F it. We're giving them all out. But Arkansas, San Diego State, Auburn, the only three bets I already placed. Only three bets I'm really giving out. I just know I'm gonna talk myself into those other three by lunch. I've already talked myself into. But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love, and thank you for the support. The hell was that? A thank. It's Captain by a hook, baby, with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a fantastic Wednesday. Hump Day Hoops. It's the 6th day of November. Man, 48 days to Christmas. Get your shit together, people. Better go get a turkey too before they sell out. Anyway, take all these wagers at your own risk and please, please gamble responsibly.